Hello and welcome, it's Maginpanic 2, this is my reaction channel. Today we're gonna watch All Time Low Monsters. Let's jumpstart into this video. It was created by Toon 53 Productions. I love those videos so much from them. Very smooth. You can clearly say, obviously there's just one illustration, the car is standing out there, and they are just punning throughout this illustration. And to do those lyrics in this way, I believe they created kind of like a preset for themselves, so they are just putting those lyrics and they are popping. There's not a difference within them. They are popping exactly the same all the time. I like it though. Let's watch this video. I like that thing that some of those lyrics are popping like entire word at time, and some of them letter by letter. I do that often. That's pretty cool. Kind of like limited, not too many illustrations I get so far at least, but we'll see what will come. It's kind of just disappearing like that. I don't know if I like it. But it's within the style of this, so. I love those limited animations here and there. There is just this monster that's floating up and down, while everything else is just a still image at this time. As well, it's worth notice a little bit of ripples. That character that's holding the penny that's blinking, always cool, and very limited. Just take a look at what's animated there. There's just this arm that's moving up, very limited, and then we have one frame for the head, the second one here like a scary, and third, and then we are closing the eyes. That's it, just 3 frames with blink and we are done. There is a little more, the door are opening and we have the shadow. I appreciate that. We are searching for all the monsters, I bet. Reuse photos for those bats closing eyes. Now it's a little more heavy, but it's still the same limited thing. So we have kind of like we feel like there's lots of things doing, but take a look on this kind of crocodile shark thing. That's just 3 frames long loop that's just 3 frames, and the same with this octopie, like 3 frames loop, and the same here. Animated on freeze. Pretty much the same for the character, just 3 poses. The left leg is back. They are here and there. To make it look the leg here is bent in front of us, and in the other one was bent in the back. So just for this one we have 4 frames instead of 3 to make a loop. And of course, reuse where they are running the other way, and reuse here, reuse like just as silhouettes, and I appreciate this transition. Very limited subtle animation just to make it pop at the very beginning of the frame. It's just waving just a little, 2-3 frames, that's it, and then it settles. We don't need more to show what's going on actually. That's pretty hard to animate, not so easy, although it's still very limited. Take a look what's going on, and I will explain that in the middle in a while. I love how the legs are moving. We have the very perspective in here. We can see all the motion, and something that I appreciate is how the character is moving up and down, so his tip of the head is not standing in one position. We actually have that head here, let's say here and here, so the entire character is moving up and down, as I said many times or on many videos. Because of the toes of the leg, we tend to move up a little, and even though it's limited, we have this little motion here. I appreciate that. The entire body of the character looks like it's just one image, although very limited. Just couple frames you need to make this kind of loop. There is one, there is second one here, third, fourth, and then we have the fourth frame. The fourth frame is actually a reverse, so it's a 6 frames loop, while we animated just 3 of them because we can just mirror them. And that's it. It's not as good lip sync as we had in the previous video, but again, easy enough, and it gives us the idea of what's happening. This one is way more complicated. I always love those side shots where you have this empty space here, the tongue that's bending on the L letter, I believe. I appreciate that a lot, and I love how the chin is moving up and down. That's how it should be animated. Well done on this one. I believe that was animated more precise than the one before. That's cool. And again, why animating everything when we can just hold this one position and just animate the mouth, and we can just do the blink of the eyes. That's it, blink of the eyes. We have all the lyrics, you have everything. We don't need to animate too much, we don't have to put too much work into it, more than we already did. We can just animate the mouth lip sync, and the blink of an eye, maybe moving a little of brows. That's it. Reuse for this. All of the choruses should be reuses, which is wonderful. I saw this video many times, and I was trying to get into the zone of this video, and I couldn't. And right now, when I'm describing it, I realize how limited, how limited is this video, and it can't come with just, you can't just create a video like this without a knowledge. You have to know what to do to limit 24 frames into 3 frames to make a loop that's 3 frames instead of 12. Insane, limited, and again looped. How many frames it took to make this loop? It's this one with parts on the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5th is a looping frame, so we have 4 frames of this little smoke. Nothing else is almost moving. We have the head detached, that's just swinging left and right, and the arms here that's going up and down. That's all that we have here besides the lyrics. Very limited. I appreciate that. I like that little detail when we have this light here, it's switching the color. Instead of using like black color, to make our life easier. The neck here is moving with the head, and just the hand here, just the crucial parts that could potentially catch our eye, and this is it. And tons of camera motion, let's not forget about it. If we would keep this shot still and everything would not move at all in this shot, that would be such a boring shot. We would see those hands moving, this head movement in first 3 seconds, and that shot would be destroyed because we have so much camera motion. Take a look what's happening. We have a slowly panning, then we move to one side, the other side, then we move back, and we have the panning out. Because of this, and now we have even more into the transition. Because of that much movement of the camera, this shot remains interesting, and that's what's cool. Very limited amount of animation, lyrics, and tons of camera motion that makes everything, keep everything interesting. Marvelous work. Oh my god. Same here with the camera motion. Of course, we have it reused. It's a reused scene. But if we would stay in this shot and then switch to another one, maybe it would be slightly boring. But because all the time we have this camera motion, I have to do that in my videos. Oh my god. Well done. The camera motion makes the work. Lovely. The transition with the tentacle, reused for the run, of course. And the music, let's not forget about all-time low music. Such a cool. And we will have the transition, of course. Of course we will have the transition. Let me take a look what actually happened. We have one character. Very limited motion. Just like strobing, 2 frames, strobing. One into another. Same here. Just 2 frames. That's what we need. Very limited. There we go. And then the hand is opening. How many frames it took? 1 frame to make the finger just a little thicker, and the arm is opening and it remains open. 4 frames. That's it. And they drew one wolf and they animated just a little head that's moving up. I just can't. Marvelous work with just limited, such a limited amount of animation. Well freaking done. Toon 53 Productions. Oh my god, that kind of opened my eyes. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Have a sick day and see you on another video. There will be tons of them. I promise you. Cheers.